Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees. And the Yankees look to stay hot this summer. And this summer is all about the Judge. Yeah, I know they lost 5 games in a row, but don't worry about it. Now, the Yankees take this West Coast trip. It should have been a cakewalk. The Angels and Oakland both really suck. Reggie's Oakland A's are killing us. We need Reggie's Yankees to help us. And the Yankees had a lot of these little pesky losses, like one-run losses that they could have just easily won all those games. So I'm not convinced that Oakland and the Angels are better than the Yankees. So that's why I'm not going to panic over this 5-game losing streak. But it's just kind of annoying. Why does this thing always slide down? Now, early on, the Yankees were winning games, and I don't think anyone really took it seriously. They figured, all right, they'll come back down to earth. Boston will get it together. They'll start rolling. Baltimore will get it together. They'll start rolling. Toronto will start rolling. They always seem to project Toronto as the AL East winner every year. So early on, the Yankees were winning ball games, but no one really took it seriously. They figured, all right, they'll come back down to earth. Boston will put it together. Baltimore will put it together, go and run. Toronto, who they always project Toronto as the AL East winner. They do this every season. I don't know why, but we're up now about 40% way through the season and a month away from the All-Star break, where we can say, you know what? They are probably the best team in the AL East. And before heading out to the West Coast, they pounded Baltimore and Boston, did 2-2 against Toronto on the road. Really could have won 3 out of 4 of those games, but I think they clearly showed themselves as the best team in the AL East. So, comes trade deadline, I think the Yankees are going to say, you know what? We got to go for it in October. Look what happened to the Mets 2 years ago. They got to the World Series, and everyone figured, all right, well, they got the staff to always be back. There's never any guarantee you get back. And the Mets are really getting racked with injuries. Ooh, poor Mets. When you got a good hot team such as the Yankees are right now, you got to go for it. Now, when you have a team that's a serious contender for October baseball, usually it's the result of a lot of guys having good seasons. Sterling Castro, 328 batting average, 12 home runs, 43 RBIs. Didi Gregorius, now remember, he missed the first month and a half or so of the season, batting 326, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. And Headley's Headley. You have your good days, your bad days. And let's not forget Aaron Hicks in center field. Took over the job from Jacoby Ellsbury, and well-deserved. Hitting 306, 10 home runs, a lot of them big clutch home runs, 36 RBIs, well-deserved, might even be an all-star. And don't forget about Matt Holliday as the DH. Very important at bat, great signing by Cashman, only a 1-year deal. Hitting 13 home runs, 45 RBIs, and it's his steady veteran at bat using the 3-4 hole that's really been helping Judge. And let's not forget about Holliday's bald brother and Brett Gardner, who I've criticized a lot in the past for disappearing throughout the season. And this year looked like the same story. I was like, oh, here we go again, Brett Gardner. But no, he's really picked it up. 13 home runs himself and 31 RBIs. Now, Chris Carter's been a little better, hitting some more home runs, but his situational hitting is just terrible. When you need to drive an RBI, and now it's really raining, oh my God. And Chris Carter finally waking up at first base, hitting some home runs. Now, his situational hitting is terrible. Like, if you got a runner on third, you need a sacrifice fly, he's going to strike out. But at least now he's finally hitting some home runs. And of course, Gary Sanchez behind the dish. Now, he missed a chunk of the season, but he already has 11 home runs, 33 RBIs. And a lot of these home runs are 3-run homers early on that just crushes the other team. Oh, and Aaron Judge just hitting 335 with only 23 home runs, only 52 RBIs. It's only a third of the season. Don't get any too crazy. This guy's the best player in baseball right now. Probably going to be the MVP. Now, of course, Aaron Judge, a leading all-star vote getter, has been offered to participate in the Homerun Derby, and people have mixed feelings about that thing. They feel like if you go there, you're going to hit a bunch of home runs, but then you tire yourself out. And we've seen a lot of players do that. But you know what? I actually think Aaron Judge should participate. A couple of reasons. Number one, well, he deserves it. And right now, this is a period in baseball where it's like there's no football going on, at least not for a couple of months. Basketball's done. Hockey's done. This is like kind of the one time of the year where baseball has the attention. So why not put its biggest star on the showcase and let Aaron Judge, whack some home runs at. Plus, these Aaron Judge home runs have become very mythical. It's just something about it people like to see. And I just think naturally he's just a home run hitter. I don't think it's something where it's like it's only because of his string. He just has raw power where I don't think he's going to tire himself out just for taking, which is pretty much his batting practice. For the most part, the Yanks been lucky in avoiding the injury bug, but like every other team has finally hit him. First with CC with his hammy. That kind of started this 5-game losing streak on the West Coast. So he goes down a little bit. Aaron Hicks, his Achilles is sore, so they're going to rest him for a couple of days. Adam Warren to the 10-day DL with a rotator cuff problem or dead arm. Who knows? He's not really having a good season anyway. So hopefully they can weather through the storm, but the Yankees are starting to get nicked up a little bit. And Greg Bird is working his way back in the minors. Seems like he does have his swing back, but more importantly, he's trying to play the field where he could put pressure on that bad foot of his for consecutive days in a row. So hopefully in a couple of weeks he gets back. It's starting to turn into one of these things where maybe it's going to be nagging the whole season. We never see him. I hope it isn't the case, but it does seem, at least right now, that he will be returning to the field. And Ellsbury is working his way back in the minors from his concussion. Ran into a wall, bang. But now with Hicks's Achilles, actually it's a good time for him to return, because now we can actually use Ellsbury. Luis Cessa has been called up to take CC's spot in the rotation. And Mason Williams will be patrolling the outfield for Hicks. And to help bolster this Yankee bullpen, which has been a little shaky lately, they did bring up their stud right-handed Domingo Germain and his blazing 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Okay, it's not the Philadelphia Museum, but I had to do it. And now back to the Yankees. And the Yankees can't figure out what's going on with Tanaka. Every start now is a loss. And it's weird, like, he'll strike out a whole bunch of guys, but what's really been killing him is the home run ball, especially early on in a lot of these games. And a lot of that's a result of these splitters, these sliders, just not breaking right. So Cashman and the Yankees swear up and down he's not hurt. Maybe the guy has some problems at home. I don't know. But Tanaka, of all people, is holding this pitching staff back. The only saving grace with that is that we didn't expect CC to be this good. You know, we didn't expect Pineda to be this good, or Severino to be this good, especially Jordan Montgomery, who kind of reminded me a bit of like Andy Pettitte when he came up in '95. So that kind of helps Tanaka sucking. But if this team's going to do anything in the playoffs, you need Tanaka to be the ace, and he's just not right now. But the Yanks do get Alderman Chapman back finally, and that's going to help lengthen out the bullpen, put Batantas back in the 8th, and take, most importantly, Clippard and push him further down, like 6th, 7th inning. Clippard has cost the Yankees some games, but I think it's because he's out of place. Put him back in the 6th, 7th inning where he belongs, and I think he will less hurt the Yankees, let's put it that way. See what happens when you park under the subway?